sophomore, number 10, Bree Christensen. A freshman, number 15, Kyra Tobin. And a player, number 21, Carly Chose. And the sophomore, number 22, Abby Brown. The head coach of the Saints is Michaela Hash. She's assisted by Brooke Irvin. And now for your USN Tigers. First, a sophomore, number 5, Uma Peters. A sophomore, number 20, Margaret McKay. She's a senior, number 23, Stella Shaw. A junior, number 24, Kate Vaughn. And a sophomore, number 25, Tessa Chomsky. Head coach of the Tigers is Karsten Olsen alongside Paul Farmer and Joanna Young.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Sperling Gymnasium for the final night of the season for USN Tiger Girls Basketball. They face off tonight against the Saints of Mount Juliet Christian Academy.
1, 2, 3, Tigers!
The Tigers break the huddle. Joining me tonight in the booth for the first time, but hopefully not the last time, the great Eli Galantino. Eli, welcome to the booth.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fitz. It's a pleasure to be here. Can't wait. Hopefully the Tigers can get the win.
Amen. Great to have you. Tigers are in the all-white uniforms tonight with the blue lettering. Mount Juliet Christian in the all-black, royal blue trim, yellow lettering, and it's going to be Stella Shan to jump it up for USN against Chose for Mount Juliet Christian, and Stella taps it forward to Kate Vaughn, and the Tigers have the opening tip. Uma with the basketball now, gets it to Kate. She's got an open look for three, just off the mark, no good. Rebound falls out of bounds and will go to the Saints. Handling the ball is Chose for the Saints. She walks it forward where she's greeted by Kate Vaughn, gets it over to Christensen. Christensen splits the defenders, puts up a wild floater, it's off the backboard, no good, rebounds loose on the floor. Kate Vaughn has it sprinting up the right side, gets it to Uma Peters, one dribble, picks it up, back to Kate. Kate looks things over, skips it to Tessa, opposite side, she tries a three. Can she get the roll? No, just off the mark. And the Saints clear the rebound. Tigers showing his own defense early in the evening. Brown with the basketball is double team, trying to get rid of it. Tessa Chomsky swarming her. Kate going for a steal, she's got it. Can Kate win the 1-on-2? Puts up a bank shot, it spins out. How did it not go down? But she has the offensive rebound. Uma Peters launches a three, off to the right, no good. Margaret McKay with another rebound. She traveled, yes, so the Saints have it back. After a flurry of Tiger three-point attempts, we're still scoreless, 1 minute and 7 seconds into the action.
Both teams have started off really aggressively here. Let's see if they can settle in and find their rhythm.
Saints looking to solve the riddle of the Tigers' own defense. They don't do it this time. Tessa with a steal, and she's fouled from behind by Christensen. It is the first foul of the evening on either side. Tessa shuttles it into Uma Peters, who jogs into the front court. Tigers likewise working against the zone. Kate's three is short. She tried to run it down herself, but was unable to do so before it fell out of bounds. And the Saints have it back. Score remains 0-0. Minute and a half into the game. Chose calls out the offense, and the bench echoes that call. Trying to spin free from Uma Peters. Uma's trying to get a 5-second call, may get one. Time winding down. Launching it to the opposite side of the court where Christensen has it. She attacks the baseline, lost the handle. Triple dribble. The official didn't see it. Stella Shan with a rejection, swatting it out of bounds, and the Saints keep it. Three-pointer on the way from Chose. Too strong, no good. Kate with a rebound, launches it forward to Uma. Uma trying to beat everyone to the basket, can't do it. Wisely settles it down, brings it back out. Tessa Chomsky on the opposite side. Looking things over, gets it to Kate, top of the circle. Kate to Margaret in the high post. Margaret with one dribble gets it over to Stella at the baseline. She puts up a 15-footer, no good. Rebound into the hands of Chose. She's looking things over, calling for it on the opposite side of Christensen, but she doesn't get it. Kate's going for a steal, and she's got it. Kate to the rim, running left-hand layup, no good. And Uma tries to free the rebound. Can't do it, and Kate's going to be called for a foul in the backcourt. Both teams showing the nerves that one might expect in the last game of the season. Everyone wants to go out with a victory. Both teams are a little bit tight. Haven't seen the ball go through the hoop just yet, but a long way to go. Handling the ball now is Brown, and they're going to get Tessa Chomsky with a foul just across half court. .5:15 left, first quarter, no score. Looking things over is Brown. She gets it into Chose, working against Uma Peters. Trying to cross over, lost the handle. Just tiptoed around that half-court stripe to avoid the over and back call. Christensen has it. Stella Shan nearly with a steal, poked it back into the backcourt. The Saints will keep it. Ooh, or they won't keep it. I thought it was going to be called as a deflection off Stella, but instead it's a turnover. USN has it back.
Tigers are really putting the pressure on the Saints here on defense. See if they can keep the pressure up on offense and get a bucket here.
Margaret's got it just inside the lane, trying to free herself, throws it back out to Kate. Now Uma Peters keeps it moving to Tessa Chomsky. Her three-pointer is good, and that breaks the seal. We're underway, and the Tigers are out in front 3-0.
The ball movement there was amazing.
Can the Saints answer? Not this time. They lose it out of bounds. USN has it back. Looking to build on a three-point lead as we approach the halfway mark remaining in the first quarter. Here comes Uma down the middle. Gets it to Tessa. She tries another three. This one comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Moore. Kate thought about trying to tie her up. Instead retreats into the defense. Spinning free was Chose, got it to Moore. Moore retreats a little bit towards half court. Tessa got a hand on that one. Moore picks it up. The pass to Brown gets towards the corner, but she's able to keep it from going out of bounds. Brown dribbles behind the back. Kate got a hand on that one to stop the penetration. Now Kate Vaughn with another steal. Trying to win the race to the basket. Can she do it? No, but she's fouled from behind. So Kate will go to the line in an effort to extend the Tiger lead from 3-0. That foul on Christensen is her second in the first quarter, so we'll have to keep an eye on her. The gym in respectful silence watches Kate Vaughn knock down the first free throw. 4-0 the score as Maddie Chalice checks in for Stella. Kate steps in. Free throw is too strong, and we've got a lane violation on the Saints, so Kate will get to try again. Surely the reason she missed it was because of the violation. That free throw rattles out, but Margaret had the rebound for a moment, was taken away, but the Tigers will keep it. Margaret fires it to Kate at the baseline. Kate tries a 15-footer. She's got it. And the Tigers double their lead to 6-0. Kate Vaughn with 3 points that possession, one free throw, and a baseline jump shot. Usually you see the three-point play in the other order with the field goal then the free throw, but this time it was the other way around. You might call it an and two. Long baseline jump shot on the way, just off the mark, no good. Nice box out and rebound from Kate Vaughn. Hustling the other way are the Tigers. The pass for Maddie was a little too hot to handle. Margaret trying to take it away, but she couldn't do it. Yvonne Thomas checks in.
On defense, the Tigers are really getting pressure on the ball early, even on the Saints side of the court, so that coast-to-coast pressure is really helping them here.
One thing that the Tigers have struggled with in some games is beating the pressure defense and even getting shots up before the defense forces a turnover. Now the Tigers are doing that to the Saints. Forcing turnovers, the Saints don't have very many shots. Moore gets up a shot there, but it's no good, and Uma Peters clears the rebound. Eyes up, surveying the floor, goes to Tessa. Tessa to Kate Vaughn. Kate Vaughn for three. Got it! 6 in a row for Kate Vaughn. They give her only 2 for that one, my mistake. So it's 8-0 at the moment. USN enjoys an 8-point lead. Looking to keep up their stellar defense, which we've seen throughout the first quarter. Quick launch on the way from Chose, no good. Thomas secures the rebound, lobs it to Uma. Uma to Kate. Kate will try again. Shot no good. Maddie got a hand on the rebound. We're going to get a foul on either Maddie or Yvonne Thomas. We'll see. That foul will be on Yvonne, which will be the Tigers' 3rd of the first quarter. The Saints look to enter the scorebook. They trail by 8 points, 8-0. Liv O'Hara in the game, seeing her first action. Reached Chose at half court. Chose unable to free herself. Spinning left, now over to the right, trying to get free. Hands the ball off to Brown. And they're going to get Liv with another foul. So the Tigers' foul count is climbing rather quickly here in the first quarter. 4 fouls in 6 minutes. You would hate to let a team back into the game through free throw shooting when they've struggled to make field goals. Pass is deflected and now secured by Chose, and she double dribbled. Yes, indeed. Ooh, and she's not happy about that call. She better be careful. Liv looks for a friend to throw the ball to and has one in Tessa Chomsky. Tessa looking things over. Liv hustling behind her to get a dribble handoff. Stella has it at the elbow, puts it on the floor, gets into the lane, running one-hander, no good. Yvonne with the uncontested rebound. The putback is no good, but she's fouled.
Tigers didn't get the basket there, but the rebounding on both sides of the court has been stellar tonight. So to get more points on offense and keep the Saints off the scoreboard, that rebounding is going to be key.
Yeah, they certainly have extended several possessions tonight with the offensive rebounds. Yvonne knocks down the first free throw, which makes the margin 9-0. 1:37 left, first quarter. Second free throw goes down as well. And the Tigers lead grows to double figures, 10-0. Saints looking to answer now with Chose walking it up. Liv O'Hara causing some trouble near the half-court stripe, attacking the baseline now as Bradshaw. She launches, it's no good. The rebound is poked into the hands of Maddie. Maddie hustling down to the court, looking to take it herself. Now kicks it out to Liv. Liv over to Yvonne. Yvonne tries a 12-footer. Just off the rim, no good, but Stella with the putback is going to come up short, and Chose has the rebound. Here come the Saints now. The pass from Chose was too high, soaring out of bounds, and back into the hands of USN. We're now under 1 minute left, first quarter. And the Tigers return the favor as Liv's pass to the post is a little bit too high for Stella. Saints have it back. Chose and Brown exchange a couple of passes in the backcourt. Brown calls for play number 2. We'll see if it does any better than play number 1. Usry dribbles from right to left, picks it up, gets it to Tomes. Liv going for a steal, didn't get it. Christensen with the basketball, attacks. Stella's hand with a tremendous block, and Yvonne is able to keep it in. We're inside a half minute now. We'll see if the Tigers play for the last shot. Typically, it's not their style, and it's not going to be here either, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Maddie Chalos. So instead of having the last possession of the first quarter, the Saints will have it back with 18 seconds even. Clock running now with 16. Chose in no hurry. Saints will have the last shot of the first quarter. Clock running with 8 seconds. Chose not yet facing the basket. Now she is. Liv harassing her all the way. Good defense. It's Liv with a steal. Down to 2 seconds. Can Addie get one up? No, she can't. The first quarter harmlessly comes to a close, but what a first quarter it was for the Tigers. They've done all the scoring thus far and lead 10-0. Eli, what did you think about that first quarter?
I think the Tigers have really come out here and executed well, especially in their rebounding. Their ability to rebound the ball, not only on defense where they've limited the amount of Saint possessions, but also on offense, getting second opportunities has been really critical in their ability to be up 10-0 right now.
They've executed beautifully on both ends of the floor. We see Coach Olson over in the Tiger huddle. Very calm and composed, instructing the Tigers on what he wants to see in the second 8 minutes. Meanwhile, over in the Saint huddle, we see a little more intensity from the coach, who surely feels that her team has a chance to win this game, but senses that it may be slipping away, even in the first half. 8 minutes down, 24 to go. Tigers lead by 10 points. It will be Saint basketball to start the second quarter. And they resume their place on the floor. Tigers showing zone. And we're underway. Quick three-pointer on the way. Too strong, no good. Offensive rebound to Christensen. She's going to be fouled by Anna Picasso. So Christensen at the line with a chance to get the Saints on the board. Cheerleaders trying to prevent her from doing so. Can they succeed? First free throw just short, no good. Score remains 10-0. Christensen shakes herself loose. She'll try again. Several dribbles. Lets it go. Good. 10-1. Tigers now with their first possession of the second quarter, working against the Saints zone defense. Addie King looking things over. Now Liv O'Hara gets it to Stella on the post. Stella frees herself with a left-hand shot, was too strong, and she dove on top of the Saints player, which is always going to be called a foul. And so the Saints will get it back. Looking to make the second quarter their quarter. They've scored the only point thus far, and they have possession again. Let's see if they can start a run. Oh, that's the seventh foul. I missed that. So the Saints will be shooting 1-1. Christensen at the line again from where she was 1 for 2 on the previous possession. Christensen misses the front end and Stella has the rebound. So the Tigers get it back. They enjoy a 9-point advantage, 10-1. Anna pulls the pass down, gets it to Stella. Tigers reset, cycle it around the perimeter. Now Anna couldn't handle the pass, but it's going to be off the shoe of a Saint, and the Tigers will keep it.
Both teams are playing a 2-3 zone defense right now. Tigers, though, have been able to move the ball much better on the perimeter and start to break down the Saints defense. See if they can continue that here.
Anna Picasso had a wide open layup, but they passed it in just a fraction of a second too soon. Anna has a nice offensive rebound, gets it out to Pung. She gets it to Uma Peters, who launches a three, just short, no good. And Brown has the rebound for the Saints. Kate Vaughn with yet another steal. What a first half she's had on defense. Kate's going to take it herself, launches a three, and she's got another one. What an effort from Kate Vaughn. Gets the steal, was uncontested on the other end, let it go, and made them pay with a three-point shot. 13-1 is the Tiger lead. Chose with the basketball, trying to free herself from the stingy defense of Uma Peters. Now a step back jump shot is good from Ussery. The first field goal of the night for the Saints. That closes the margin to 13-3. Ooh, the pass to Margaret at the elbow never got there, but Anna was able to get it. Three-pointer on the way is going to be short. Hustling to save it is Kate Vaughn. 18-footer from Uma is good. Great effort from USN, and it leads to 2 more points. 15-3 the score. Clock running with 5:53 left in the first half. Chose trying to figure out how to cross half court. Just does so. Having a bit of trouble with it. Now Christensen has it. Saints a little bit confused on offense as Uma Peters pokes it out of bounds.
Kate's really stepped up her game on defense and on offense, leading to the score just earlier. And you can hear her on the court right now directing traffic and really showing her leadership right now.
Attacking the basket was Ussery, who scored earlier, but she couldn't score this time. Tigers were the last to touch it, however, so the Saints keep it, trailing by a dozen. 5:30 left first half. They lob it into Ussery. Ussery with a quick release three. Off to the left, no good. Kate Vaughn secures the rebound. To the delight of the Tiger fans. Kate right down the middle. She's unguarded again. I thought she might try another three. Instead, home score. The Tiger bench comes to their feet. They love to see that. The Tiger lead swells to 14. Chose over to Brown. Brown into the corner of Ussery. Her shot was blocked by Margaret, hit the side of the backboard. Margaret gets it a quick outlet to the front court to Uma. Uma tries to beat Chose to the basket. Chose fouled her on the way up. Great speed from Uma Peters in the front court. Forced the foul there. And she heads to the line with a chance to increase this Tiger lead. First free throw good. Tessa Chomsky checks in. Second free throw just too strong, but Tessa Chomsky comes in from out of nowhere with the rebound. Margaret wants it at the baseline. She's wide open. Puts up a turnaround 5-footer. Just sort of lost her position. Couldn't get it to go down. So the Saints have it. They trail 18-3. Chose gets to the foul line. Goes it to Ussery. Ussery tries another three. No. Offensive rebound by Christensen. Putback is no good. The ball's tied up as a couple of players head to the floor, and the alternate possession favors the Tigers. Score remains 18-3 as we're just under 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Tessa Chomsky faked a three so well that the official called her for travel. Saint basketball. It's Moore handling the ball now. Moore picks it up, tries a shot, blocked it in. Here's Kate Vaughn with a 2-on-1. Oh, the pass was deflected. It was the right idea, but it was a fraction too late, perhaps. We're going to get a foul, and that's going to be another 1-and-1 situation. The foul is on Uma Peters, which is her first, team's 8th.
Tigers will have to be careful going forward. 1-and-1 is one way that the Saints could possibly try to get back into this game and cut the lead down. So Tigers will just have to be wary it on defense and offense, just trying to commit no fouls.
They launch it forward to Kate Vaughn, cherry picking at the other end. She shoots. She's fouled. The Tigers caught the Saints napping there a little bit. Kate Vaughn lingered dangerously in the offensive end for USN, and the Tigers knew to find her quickly. Margaret McKay snapped it into the front court, but the defenders beat the ball back. Forced Kate to the line. First free throw is good.
Dr. Fitz, one interesting thing I've noticed during these free throws is it seems the Tigers might have the height advantage here. Just with Stella and Margaret lined up against the Saints, it seems like we might have the height advantage, and that might be part of the reason why we're having such a great rebounding game right now.
Very true. And both those players you just mentioned, Stella and Margaret, also do a great job with rebounding technique. Always in good position, boxing out players aggressively, making sure that they're in position to get rebounds, whether they have the height advantage or not. Tiger basketball leading 19-3. Maddie has it. She's going to try a three, and she's got it. As pure as could be in the Tiger lead, approaching 20 points now at 19, 22-3. Moore picks it up. Looking for help. Gets it to Osri. Osri gets it over to Schmidt. Osri with another quick release three. Short and out of bounds. So USN gets it back. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left, first half. USN enjoys what may be their largest lead of the season at 22-3. And they wouldn't mind making it a little bit bigger. Maddie. Can she be stopped? She cannot. Absolutely not. Maddie Childs scores again. Some sort of celebration on the way back. I couldn't make out exactly what it was, but it was glorious. 25-3 the score now. Ustreet picks up the dribble, gets it over to Moore. Two Tigers there to greet her. Liv wants to take it away. She ties it up.
That was some great defense there. Cautious not to take the foul as they're in a little bit of foul trouble here, but forcing the jump ball and getting possession on the next one is a great move by Liv there.
2 minutes, 45 seconds left first half. 25-3 is the Tiger lead at the moment. Moore looks to throw it in and lobs it to Schmidt on the opposite side. Schmidt looking things over. Takes it up the left side, has it poked out of bounds by Maddie, and the Saints will keep it. Bradshaw with a basketball. Gets it to Moore. Moore tries a three. Short. And Tessa Chomsky brings it down. She's going to bring it herself up the left side. Launches it forward to Maddie, but the pass was a little too hot to handle. Off her fingertips. Out of bounds. Saints get it back. A couple of substitutions for the Saints. They have 6 players on the floor right now. One heads to the bench. And the Saints are now in conformity with the rules and play resumes. Christensen handling the ball, calls out the offense. Two Tigers are there with their hands up. She shuttles it over to Ustry. Ustry tries to split the defense. She does. Puts up a shot short. No good. Got her own rebound. They throw it back out. This is Chose with the ball. Maddie goes for a steal. Maddie's got a steal. It's a 2-on-3. She's going to settle it down, and she's going to be fouled by Chose. It is the 6th team foul on the Saints, so the next one will send the Tigers to the line for the 1-and-1. We're down now to 2 minutes as Stella tries to turn around bank shot, and she's got it. Stella Shan with a huge smile as she retreats into the defensive end. Tiger lead is 24 at 27-3. Spinning to the right side is Brown. The baseline is cut off by Addie King. Pass down low is tied up by Stella Shan, and the Tigers are going to have this one. 100 seconds left in the first half. Tigers enjoy a 24-point lead, and they have the basketball in the hands of Liv O'Hara. Maddie, what the young kids call a heat check. Let it go, couldn't get it to go down. She's going to try again, and she took 5 steps. That's not allowed. The Saints will get the basketball back. We've got a timeout. Saints call for time. 1 minute, 24 seconds left, second quarter. USN 27, Mount Juliet Christian 3. Coach Galantino, if you were over in that Saints huddle, what would you be telling the Saints?
I'd be telling my team that we've just got to move the ball quicker. The Tigers are creating a lot of chances on the counterattack, so getting the ball up court quicker and then just moving that ball and protecting it so to prevent those quick chances by the Tigers is going to be key if they want to get shots and points on the board.
The timeout is over. The Saints resume their place on the floor. Here's Brown working against Liv. Liv trying to go for a steal. She doesn't get one. Now Usry has it. Usry tries to get to the baseline. Step back. 18-footer is short. Skying in from out of nowhere is Liv O'Hara. She's got a rebound. We're down under a minute now. Liv launches it to the left side, but a little bit too high, and the Tigers turn it over. Tigers have had tremendous success with this zone defense in the first half. Christensen with the basketball. Good defense by Maddie. Usry can't get between the defenders. Pass is knocked out of bounds. Saints keep it. 36 seconds left, first half. Score remains 27-3 as Moore checks back in for the Saints, replacing Bradshaw. Pull up from the baseline is no good, and Stella has the rebound. Stella tries to get it forward to Maddie, and she does. Maddie Chalos for 3. No, just too strong, but Liv has the rebound. Liv driving, puts up a bank shot. No, but Stella with a rebound and put back. It too is too strong, and we've got a foul on the rebound.
Look at the rebounding there, Dr. Fitz. I think that was at least 2 or 3 in a row.
You can't, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that's been a really key component of their offense here, and just really led to a lot of chances for the Tigers.
Nothing infuriates a coach more than giving up those extra possessions. And that's just what the Tigers have done so often tonight. A big part of the reason that they enjoy a 24-point lead at the present. And Yvonne Thomas stands at the line in an effort to increase that lead, and she does. 28-3. Of course, we all remember the Falcons once led 28-3, and then a national tragedy occurred. But Yvonne Thomas says, I'll make it 29 for safety. Saint basketball, 29-3 is the score. Clock running with 13 seconds. Usry tries a 3, short, no good. Liv pulls down the rebound. Clock running with 7 seconds. Can the Tigers get a shot up? Maddie, is she gonna get it up? She does. Oh, but it just couldn't go. The horn sounds. We're halfway through tonight's game. USN 29, Mount Juliet Christian 3. What a half it was, Eli, in the first half for USN.
A pleasure. So glad to be here. What a thrilling first half. The Tigers played amazing on both sides of the court. Rebounding, out-rebounding, the Saints and putting up a lot of great chances.
Yeah, I would imagine if I was Coach Olson in the Tiger locker room, I wouldn't have too much instruction to give. What the Tigers did in the first half was outstanding. And if they do it again in the second half, they should feel quite confident that they're going to punctuate this season with a victory. We in the booth are going to punctuate this season with a victory by virtue of this halftime interview that we have with our man Ryan Barrett. Ryan, really a superstar player at every position, except for goalkeeper, I guess, on the hockey team, who enjoyed a tremendous victory last night to advance to, I guess you could say you advanced to the Final Four.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the Hein Cup. Tell us about that game and what the Tigers have to look forward to for the hockey season.
Yeah, it was a great game last night. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who showed up. Awesome atmosphere. It's always really fun to play in front of fans, and it definitely helps with the home ice advantage. So last night we defeated the Tennessee Outlaws. Your USN zone, Jordan Palmieri, played a great game, only letting 2 goals. And then Nick Venable had a goal, I had 2 goals, and it was capped off in a 5-2 empty netter win. So we move on to the winner's bracket finals, and if we win 2 more games, we'll be crowned the Hein Cup champions this year.
Beautiful. What do you think of this first half of basketball?
USN looked really dominant, as the score shows. Hit a lot of threes, which was really big for them, and just overall great boxing out, great defense, and a pretty good game. Got in a little foul trouble there, but nothing they can't clean up in this second half here.
Let's say everybody on this side of the court here, so I'm going to exclude the basketball players. Everybody on this side of the court, our left, played a game of gotcha right now. Who's going to win that game?
Everybody here on the left.
Yeah, we see Jack Wellens, Chris Haynes, Annie Cox.
I may have to take, let's see, if we're not counting the basketball players here, I think Annie was an ex-middle school basketball player. I think she may have some of these guys out here. So, but as for the basketball players, I think Colin is easily the best shooter on this court here. So
you would take Colin over Mahoney?
I think so. He's got a little bit more of the size.
Is a gotcha game about to break out? One of the joys of broadcasting is when you can broadcast a gotcha game. That is always a good time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. If they get a game going on, I may have to tap out here, let Eli come back in and go see if I could win one. Maybe,
I was going to say, Eli's out there. He's got pretty big eyes right now, like he's looking to get out there himself.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, used to play some basketball back in middle school, but gave it up for lots of other sports I'm playing here at USN. So.
Well, the basketball team's loss is the gain of the other teams. Ryan, of course, also a standout on the Frisbee and golf teams. What are you looking forward to in the Frisbee season?
Well, we've got a lot of out-of-town tournaments, which is going to be fun. Not sure how many I'll make it to, but mostly just hanging around with the guys. We've got a really good shot at winning state tournament this year, so with the hockey season too, it'd be pretty cool to be, state champions for 2 different sports would be a pretty cool experience. So we're looking pretty good. Got a lot of juniors, a lot of depth. So captains like Jack out there and Gary Peters hoping to lead this team to a state championship. So.
What a tremendous left-handed layup by Jack Wellens. I don't know if we saw that. I loved hearing what you had to say. I didn't want to seem to minimize that. But we also got to celebrate the achievement we just saw.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, the Frisbee teams always are contenders for the state championships. A very historic program here at University School.
Yeah. See, Jack Wellens is an athlete out on the Frisbee field. Can he do the same playing basketball? Good pass. No finish,
Solid
though.
pass. Chris Haynes couldn't put it away.
Yeah.
Look at the pass from Eleanor to Annie Cox. She might have been fouled, no call. Because there are no officials on the
you got to
court.
get out there and start reffing, Dr. Fitz.
I'm unpopular enough.
Don't say that.
Dribbling optional for Emma Schwartz. She launches the longest 2-pointer possible. No good. Here's Jack. He somehow launched a longer 2-pointer. Also no good. Get off the floor. This is an embarrassment.
We're gonna let Kate. I know Kate Vaughn told me before the game if she hits 5 3-pointers tonight, she's gonna get a gift from the coaches. So looking to see her shoot some more threes in the second half.
What
here.
did she have 2 in the
I think
first
she's
half
got
or 1?
2 already.
Okay.
So keep account for that for the folks at home.
Yeah, I see that she just warmed up with a 15-foot shot. Waste of time. Get behind that 3-point line and get yourself ready.
Yeah. All right, well, I think I'm going to let Eli tap back in here, but I'm sure he's doing a great job with this first game. Good to see you, Dr. Fitz. And
Good to see you, my man.
USN puts up even more points this half.
Amen.
All right.
Great to have you with us.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
Eli, have you had a chance to make it to some of the hockey games?
I have. I went to the game last night and saw the USN conglomerate hockey team with some other teams, including BA, I believe, get the win against the Outlaws in a thrilling 5-2 victory, in which Ryan Barrett, who just gave the interview, had 2 goals. It was an amazing game and came down to the final period. But yeah, I try to make it to as many hockey games as possible, and they're always a blast.
Ryan was too humble to admit it, as you might imagine, but it was a very close 2-2 game. Could really have gone either way, and he made a tremendous goal on a contested puck that put the Tigers out in front 3-2, a lead that they never relinquished. As you heard, they expanded upon it and won 5-2 to advance to the final of the winners bracket, where they're in great position to make a run at the Hind Cup.
I think this hockey team's really got some high hopes for the season. I was talking to Ryan earlier today, and he believes if they can pull off the win in their semifinal against Centennial, that they've got a good shot at winning the championship. So best of luck to the hockey team, and I can't wait to watch some of those games.
For those of you who may be interested, the next game for the hockey team will be Monday night, February the 13th, I believe at 7:20 p.m. at the Sportsplex. If you haven't checked out USN Hockey yet and you're a Tiger sports fan, give them a look. USN Hockey is a great time.
Saints have made their way back onto the court. Don't seem nearly as energetic as the USN team, who seems to really be enjoying themselves and eager to start this second half.
As well they might be. Their best half of the season for sure, and certainly their largest lead. We'll see what the second half has in store. Coach Olson has the Tigers in a huddle. What a joy it's been over the past several years to watch the great Stella Shan in the Tiger Garnet and Columbia Blue. Tonight her last game as a senior. And I'm sure the Tigers will do what they can to celebrate her in the 16 minutes that remain. Stella, like the rest of the Tigers, had a fine first half and will look to expand upon it as we are ready to resume action here in the second half. The Saints will start with the basketball. It will be Brown to throw it in. And throw it in she does. Christensen with the ball, gets it back to Brown. Brown picks it up. Got it to Christensen. She's double teamed. Trying to work out of it. It's stolen by Uma Peters. Uma to the basket. Scoop layup is good. Just the start the Tigers would want. They lead by 4 touchdowns, 31-3. Saints looking to answer. Brown struggling to handle it, but gathered it. Now has it back, trying to free herself from Tessa. Ball's loose and Stella takes it away. Here's Kate Vaughn now down the middle of the floor. Gets it to Uma on the left side. Uma tries a 19-footer, and it is good. Uma shot well tonight, and the Tiger lead increases now to 30 points. Saints pretty stationary on offense, not a lot of motion without the ball. That's been part of their source of struggle thus far. Not many open players. And Stella pulls down a rebound. Tessa Chomsky's open, she launches. Just off the mark, no good. But Uma's first to the rebound. Oh, we got traveling on the rebound, so USN's gonna get it back. The first 4 points of the second half belong to USN, and they have the basketball once again with 6:38 left in the third. Margaret wide open, and she scores.
What a beautiful play there. Probably one that they've rehearsed over and over again in practice, but you could tell every player knew exactly what they were doing, and Margaret was completely wide open for the easy lay there.
There is nothing more beautiful in basketball than when you scheme somebody wide open for a layup, I would say.
I completely agree, Dr. Fitz. All those countless hours finally showcased when you just have a piece of perfection like that.
Stepping back as Usry, her shot was never high enough to go in. Margaret, look at Uma Peters sprinting, diving to the floor to keep the ball in bounds, and she did, but to no avail, as the Saints came away with it, and they're going to get Margaret with a foul. Margaret a little bit out of position there, bodied the Saint toward the sideline, and the Saints have it back. Moore looks to throw it in. Saint basketball looking for a little bit of help is Mock, seeing her first action of the evening. It's another steal for Kate. Into the hands of Uma, back to Kate. Extra pass to Margaret. She scores and she's fouled. What great passing from USN. Kate Vaughn with the extra pass there. And Margaret found herself having to make a contested layup, which she did. Anna Picasso, in her great eagerness to check into the game, was a bit out of turn. And we'll have to wait for a few short seconds as Margaret stands at the foul line, looking to complete the and one. And after a few bounces on the rim, she does. This allows Anna to check in for Margaret. The lead is 35. And if the lead doesn't decrease from that margin, we'll see the running clock in the fourth quarter for the mercy rule. The Saints wouldn't like to have that. And there we see again another fine box out by Stella Shan, letting the rebound topple harmlessly out of bounds, where the Tigers will get it back. 5 minutes, 20 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. Uma handles the ball. Little screen roll with Stella, and she trapped it. Good idea there. Stella freed herself on the screen roll, but found herself stymied underneath. Couldn't get rid of it in time and turned it over. Usry fakes left, goes right. Moore with a long two-pointer, banks it in. So the Saints had their second field goal of the evening. Kate Vaughn for three. Rattles out, no good. And Schmidt with the rebound, hustles the other way. She took 5 steps, yes. The official saw it, or at least 3 of them. And so the Tigers will get it back. 4 minutes, 44 seconds on the scoreboard here in the third quarter. Liv O'Hara checks back in. replacing Uma. Liv to Tessa. Tessa to Kate. Liv O'Hara's open. Instead reverses it.
Tigers moving the ball very fluidly here.
Anna to Stella. Stella to the baseline. Puts up a left-hander, no good. Liv's got the rebound. Stella has it, kicks it out. Kate Vaughn for three. Short, no good. And the rebound into the hands of Ustry. Kate tried to swat it out of her hands, couldn't do so. Stepping back is Ustry, shot no good. Rebound is loose and into the hands of Schmidt, and she's fouled by Stella Shan on the way up. Schmidt at the line for two. And the first is no good. Addie King checks in for Kate Vaughn. Schmidt banks in the free throw. Faked out everyone. There was going to be a lane violation there if she hadn't made it, but she did. 38-6 now the score, as the Saints have scored the last three. Addie King for three, came up short, no good. And the Saints will get it back. Maddie checks in to replace Tessa. And we're back underway. Saints have it trailing by 32. Liv ties it up, great job. Possession arrow will give the ball to USN. Addie Chalos over to Addie. Anna looking to post up. They can't get it to her. Liv O'Hara launches a three. It's going to be short. And the rebound is secured by Chose. She's hustling up the right side. And nearly traveled, but got it to Christensen. Christensen puts one up from the baseline, and she's fouled. I believe that foul is going to be on Addie King. It sends Christensen to the line. Gets the shooter's roll. The same players' free throw pre-shot routines certainly take their time. A high spin, a second high spin, a dribble, a second dribble, a third dribble, a fourth dribble, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, a squat, lets it go, good. So for those of you who are struggling with your free throws at home, perhaps that routine will work for you. Here come the Tigers the other way. They lead by 30. King's shot is short, but Liv is able to get her hands on the rebound, and the Tigers keep it. Gets it to Anna. Now Maddie has it over to Addie again. Addie looking for Stella. Stella has it. She turns. She shoots. Too strong. No good. And the rebound is pulled in by Christensen. So the Saints have scored the last 5 as we cross under the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Usry with a quick release again, and she scores. Nice shot there. And it's 38-11 in favor of USN. They've got it to Anna in the post. She dribbles out. Now Stella has it at the elbow, puts it on the floor, tries to free herself, gets it to Addie from the baseline. Couldn't get it to go. Stella has the rebound, and the putback with the left hand is no good. Anna with a putback, just off. Stella tries again, no good. Rebounds on the floor, into the hands of Usry. Usry gets over to Christensen. She tries the three, missed everything, no good. And it's out of bounds to the Tigers. Yvonne Thomas checks in to replace Stella Shan. Poor Liv O'Hara repeatedly having to tell people to come get the inbounds pass. It's always Maddie. Not that I'm blaming anyone, but Maddie at least is always the person to take responsibility and go get it. Under 2 minutes now, third quarter. The entry pass to Anna is taken away. Liv swats it out of bounds, but it will be Saints basketball. They trail by 27, but they've scored the last 8. Usry steps back, shoots, just off, no good. Yvonne gets the rebound, gets it over to Liv. Liv up the left side is unguarded. She's thinking about it. Instead, they move it around to the right side. Yvonne is swarmed in the post, looking to free herself. Gets to the baseline, but isn't free. Instead gets it over to Liv. Addie tries a three, short, no good. Clock running, 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the third. 38-11 is the score. Quick three-point shot on the way from Chose, no good. Here come the Tigers the other way. Maddie's trying to beat 3 defenders. Instead settles it down. And it's going to be an over and back. Saints have it back. 56.6 left in the first quarter of the second half, also known as the third quarter.
Dr. Fitz, I will say the Saints have scored significantly more points in this quarter than they did in the first half, but the Tigers seem to still have things under control and a significant margin here.
We're seeing a lot of Tiger players get more minutes tonight than they're used to getting, and that's a great thing. Hopefully they'll leave tonight feeling like they had their most enjoyable game of the season, and they're looking forward to working hard in the off-season in preparation for the winter of 2023-24. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, Christensen. Clock running with 17 seconds. The Tigers take it away. They don't have the numbers. We're down to 13 seconds. Addie trying to take it. She's double teamed. Drops it back to Maddie with 9 seconds. Now Addie has it again. She's tied up on the way up, and it's just going to be a steal. But now Addie steals it back with 3 seconds. Can she get a shot up? No, but she's fouled. 1.1 seconds left. Third quarter, Tigers will have to get one up quickly here. Maddie has the ball. Can the Tigers scheme something up here? They get it to Anna. Anna does not get a shot up. And the third quarter comes to a close. 24 minutes down, 8 minutes to go. USN enjoys a 27-point lead, 38-11. Eli, what do you want to see in this fourth quarter?
Well, I think overall the Tigers are playing really great. They've played really consistently the entire game, just playing stellar on defense, rebounding, and then on offense moving the ball. I love to see them keep moving the ball around and just create more opportunities, but overall, you've got to be really satisfied with this performance.
Seated now on the bench for USN is a lineup more closely resembling the starting lineup of tonight's game. We see Margaret McKay, Kate Vaughn, Maddie Chalos, Tessa Chomsky, and Yvonne Thomas. And we heard Coach Olson say, perhaps you heard him at home as well, that He's looking for execution in the fourth quarter. Whether you're winning by 40 or losing by 40, all you can hope for is that you have a plan on offense and defense, and you carry out the plan as you've prepared to do. That's what Coach wants to see in the final 8 minutes, and I'm sure the Tiger faithful would love to see the same. As we are underway, launching a three and missing, Chose, the rebound by Christensen, but she couldn't get the putback. And USN with the ball now as Kate Vaughn calls out the offense. Over to Maddie. Maddie to Kate. Down low to Yvonne. Spinning left, puts up a little one-hander, no good. She's going to try again. Can't get it to go. Rebounds loose, but Kate Vaughn with another one. Kate to Maddie. Maddie back to Yvonne. Christensen comes down to help. They've got a 3-second violation. So the Tigers, despite another flurry of offensive rebounds, are unable to score to start the fourth quarter. And the Saints have it back. Quick shot is short. Yvonne gets a hand on it, and it was caught well out of bounds by Tomes. So USN will have possession. Tigers looking for some freedom on offense. Kate gets free. Shot up. It's just a little too strong. She soared in for the rebound. They're going to get a foul. Is it going to be on Kate? I thought Kate did well, but the foul will be on Kate Vaughn. So they will award possession to the Saints. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in regulation time. Tigers force another turnover. Here's Tessa up the right side, looking for Margaret. Margaret's got it. Her layup is good. Chose splits several defenders and puts up a running one-hander, and it's good. Nice shot there. So the Saints are able to answer. 40-13 is the score. Tigers call for the motion offense. And we see good motion. Kate Vaughn's free. She lets a three-pointer go. Oh. Good to see Tomes laughing as she gets to her feet. There was a contested rebound. Kate ran into her and she went to the floor. It looked like she hit her head, but she's okay. There was a foul on Kate Vaughn on the play, which is the Tigers' 5th of the second half. Good sportsmanship there. We see Kate go over to the bench and apologize. But it looks like all is well. That's what we love to see. Saint basketball. Margaret nearly had a steal. As Brown looks for a bit of help, gets it to Usry. Now Chose faces up and shoots. It's no good. Schmidt with a rebound, gets it to Christensen. Her shot's off to the right, and Tessa has the rebound and is fouled by Brown. Stella has it at the foul line where she swarms. She gets it out to Tessa. She frees herself. Shot too strong. Margaret with the rebound. Tried to negotiate a better position, but found herself under the basket where she was fouled. So she'll shoot 2 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth. Margaret gets the roll. Addie checks in for Kate Vaughn. And Margaret scores again, 2 for 2 from the line. (42-13) now is the Tiger advantage. Saints look to answer but can't do it as the pass from Brown is stolen by Tessa Chomsky. She's looking for Margaret. Margaret with a great pass to Anna, and she scores. And again, the Tiger bench soars to their feet.
Look at that ball movement, Dr. Fitz. That's exactly what Coach Olson was talking about at halftime. Execution. Tigers executed that perfectly. Passes were perfectly set up that layup.
What you would always hope for as a coach, I'm sure, is that your players anticipate where they're going to be going with the basketball before it even gets to them. And that's just what we saw from Margaret there. As soon as she got her hands on the ball, she found Anna for the open, uncontested layup. Anna's trying again. This shot is off the mark, too strong. Saints have it back. Brown pivots, gets it over to Usry. Usry to Schmidt. Schmidt puts it on the floor, and Anna takes it away. Gets it to Tessa. Margaret hustling forward, the pass gets to her, finds Anna again. This layup is short, but Anna has another rebound and she's tied up. Possession arrow points from our left to our right, which means the Tigers will keep it.
Almost a duplicate of the play we just saw. Seemed like Anna might have been fouled on the initial shot there, but Tigers get the second one.
Liv will throw it in. Anna's open, and she lays in another one. Look at the smile on Anna Picasso's face as she runs back on defense. 4 points in the last 2 minutes. Saints with a quick shot, and it's good. 2-pointer. Narrowing the gap to 46-15. Lula Peters looking to answer. She came up short. And we've got a foul on someone. I didn't see what happened. A foul was called on Stella. Stella made no physical contact with the player. I don't know what the official saw there. But it is of little import as the Saints have it back. It's Moore bringing it forward, trying to split the defenders down the middle. Can't do it. Usry, who scored on the previous possession, looks to do it again. But her shot came up short and into the arms of Stella Shan. Tigers looking to score here. It's going to be Liv with a long two. Can't get it to go. Anna gets a hand on the rebound but can't pull it in. And Usry has it for the Saints. Here's Moore. Over to Usry. Mock tries to get free on the baseline but can't find any space. Forced to throw it back out. Now Moore with it. Just outside the three-point arc. Uma's going for a steal. She's got it. Couldn't win the race up the left side, but the Tigers will keep it with 2 minutes, 39 seconds left in regulation time.
Seems the referees have switched their decision here.
Saint ball. They trail 46-15. Moore gets to the foul line, throws it back out. Now Moore has it outside the three-point line. She lets one go. It is short and goes out of bounds. No question to whom the ball belongs now. It belongs to USN. Liv calls the play out. Stella calling for it at the foul line. And they're going to get a double dribble. Kate Vaughn back in the game. To the delight of the junior fans over in the student section. Much appreciation to them for coming out to watch the final girls game of the season. More shoots. It looked good in the air, but was off to the right, no good. So USN has it back as we approach the 2-minute mark left in the season. A season that I would have to say, Eli, has been a successful one for Coach Olson.
I would agree, Dr. Fitz. I didn't have the chance to make it out to any games last season, but it seems like the team spirit has really improved this season. I know just from talking with Kate that the girls seem to be really involved and are constantly in the gym trying to improve and get better every day, and it's really reflected here on the court today.
I heard something, perhaps you heard it as well, about Coach Olson challenging each of the girls to put up 1,500 shots in practice during the month of January. And I've really seen, as the month of January unfolded, the girls shooting much better, particularly from three-point range.
This is the first I've heard of this, but yeah, I'd say Coach Olson has seemingly come in and really improved the overall I think he's really come in and just given new energy to this team, and the girls have really sort of built upon this and are really energetic out here today and excited to be playing.
Anytime you can inspire somebody to work hard to better themselves, you're doing a great job as a leader, and Coach Olson has done a great job as a leader of this team. And the girls have done him proud tonight. Their lead is 46-17 with 1:20 remaining on the clock as Mock stands on the line for Mount Juliet Christian. They are in the bonus, and they missed the front end, but they get the offensive rebound. It's Schmidt looking to get a pass over to Mock. It was intercepted, but Addie King traveled. So the Saints get it back. Moore launches it to the opposite side to Tomes, who's back in the game after that apparent head injury. Glad she's doing well. Moore banks in a three, and the Saint bench loves that. They rise to their feet as we cross under a minute now. Kate Vaughn clears everybody out. They get it to Stella. Stella fires from behind the backboard almost. Couldn't get it to go. Tigers clearly trying to get Stella some more points to close out her senior season. Launching is Schmidt. No. Picasso the rebound. 40 seconds now. Here's Kate Vaughn running the floor. Stella leading the way. They clear everybody out. Stella has it. Stella forced to pass. Tigers reverse it. Stella standing on the block with her arm in the air. She's got it. Stella looking to free herself. Spins. Shot no good. Who's got her own rebound? And she's fouled on the way up. Come on, Stella, 2 for 2. That was uncalled for. Stella misses the first of the 2 free throws. Will not be denied the second time. She scores. The Saints call for time. It will be a full timeout with 21.2 seconds left in the game.
That's got to be awesome for Stella to get to finish an illustrious career playing USN basketball with some points.
I've always enjoyed watching Stella Sham play. She loves the game. She plays hard. And she's a smart player, you know. particularly good rebounder, always in good position. Just the sort of player you can build a team around, you know. I've loved watching her play these 4 years. Hopefully she can get, it's 21.2 seconds. Tigers can get a steal here. Maybe we can get a field goal for Stella to close it out. That would be awesome. Someday, Eli, you'll know what it is to be on the floor for what you know is your last 21 seconds. It's a very weighty moment. More hustling forward for the Saints. They get it over to Tomes. Tomes tries a three. No. Stella with a rebound. 10 seconds. Coach Olson tells the girls to hold the ball. There will be no further shots. And the final 2 seconds wind off the clock, and the ball game is over. The Tigers end their season in tremendous fashion with a glorious victory. They led all the way from start to finish, and finish with a victory by the margin of 47-20.
What an awesome game. No better way to end a season than with a great win like that.
Smiles on all the girls' faces. They salute their fans, and their fans salute them right back. A gift for Stella, we see. Make the sophomore carrier gifts. That feels right. That's going to close out this Tiger season. Once again, the final score, USN 47, Mount Juliet Christian 20. Eli, any final thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, what an awesome game. Dr. Fitz, it was a pleasure to be up here in the booth with you. Just can't wait to help broadcast many more games in the future, and this USN girls basketball team has got a bright future, that's for sure.
Sure, they sure do. It was great to be up here with you, Eli. Thank you for joining us, and we thank all of you at home for joining us as well. It's been great to be with you. I don't know if we'll have a chance to bring you any more home games this season because the playoffs are about to start, but thank you for inviting us into your homes. We'll hope to see you again for the next broadcast by USN Broadcasting.